Hi everyone, this is my 11th video journal for Teaching English 2201 this spring. And this is a special issue of my teaching journal because I am going to be talking a bit about how things are going to be changing with the whole COVID-19 everything. As for people not at my university, which is happening a lot, with different universities right now, the whole UNC system has stopped in-person instruction until further notice, and also extended spring break a week. So that includes East Carolina University. Is going to be really interesting. I've been working on the modules and the training and everything and doing that. It seems rather straightforward because a lot of it is a lot of the little Blackboard things that we've gone through. It's just like trying to think about how to transition my activities and my lectures into more concrete things to moving online. That's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. And then seeing how I can do, because a lot of them are work days, which now since it's online, like, well, not work days, but like flip days, and like still having that like, okay, do reflections and talk about how the process is going of your working and different things. I do free writes in class, so I'm assuming the best way to keep that line of the free writes is to have them do a discussion board post. So I think that's going to be a really important thing of moving forward in teaching my classes, which I don't know if this is just going to be for a couple week thing, and then having to transition and then move it back to in person, which I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. Especially when I'm in my own classes of my own, too. I think it's really important that we're doing this, being proactive. It's going to be really crazy. Which I know we're going to have as much guidance as possible, and that it is adding extra stress onto faculty, staff, and students. But I think one thing that needs to be realized is that it's going to be putting extra stress on graduate students, MA students, and PhD students that already are overloaded, are doing a lot, are teaching, doing research, taking a full load of classes, trying to balance all of those things, and then adding this new thing right in the middle. It's gonna have to allow for some freak outs, some I don't know what I'm doing, some meltdowns, because graduate students, especially ones that are later stage like PhD students, are stretched really thin. And I think that's something that we need to be cognizant about, that we need to try our best. We all need to try our best. But we cannot think that everything is going to be perfect with this transition. We can't think that it's going to be the best type of instruction, and that we just need to allow to work out the kinks as they come and do our best. Because in the past, for me, it's been really difficult to get really hard on myself if I'm not doing anything below like perfect, excellent. And I know things are going to be different making this transition, moving courses from in-person to online. So I am just hoping that that we also allow spaces for staff as graduate students who are teaching and taking classes talk about the stresses, to talk about the stresses of this, because it's also going to be really difficult for the classes that I am taking, as many PhD students are taking, that are in-person, discussion-based classes that really focus on the camaraderie of our cohort and doing that back and forth, which I'm sure it won't be that different doing it online. But that's going to be hard because it's a lot of just like bouncing off ideas. It's not so much all the time of just like these methodical posts back and forth, and it's really having to think on the spot. So we're in the early stages of this weird thing right now. I'll probably have some posts coming up soon about it, talking about stressing out, moving to online and everything. So that's it for now. Bye.